I think, do a great job. It's not an easy job, as we all know, but I think they all do a great job. So thanks for being with us and enjoy the presentation. Eileen.
Thanks, Mike. Welcome. It is so good to see everybody. Special thanks to Marie and John from the Wakefield Linfield Chamber for believing in me and allowing me to be here tonight with all of you. And to the rest of the chambers, great to have everybody together. Tonight I'm going to be kind of stuck here because the clicker thing doesn't work. I'm very low tech, so I'm going to have to kind of stand here. But Eileen Reed, Simplify with Eileen. I'm a productivity and organizing coach. And I also want to say, ladies in the back, we got some great seats right up front here. Come on, don't be afraid. I don't bite. So really what I do is I work with business clients, residential clients, and I really sort of show them the way to thrive in a life free from clutter, chaos, and distraction. As we go through tonight, please, let's have it be really interactive. I'll welcome questions and just shout outs and interaction the whole time, so it's just not me going blah, blah, blah. Designing a simplified life, or a life of ease and simplicity. It doesn't mean you just have to go get rid of everything you own, all right? It's not a life of most, it's not a life of least. It's really a life of just kind of what's right for you. And figuring out the things that matter and kind of like what's enough. That's going to be kind of a resounding theme for us tonight. So finding out what's enough. That's really the core of what I do in my work with clients. It's really trying to help them weed through and get down to what matters to them, what's aligned with their lives, what is taking them off course from how they really want their lives to be. We're not going to be talking a lot about boxes and perfect bins. It's so much more. So hope you'll enjoy the presentation. So I believe in a number of things. I believe in simplicity. I believe that less is more. I really believe in keeping things under-engineered and uncomplicated. And I also believe in choosing to spend less time making a living and more time making a life. I believe that a simplified life is actually a very full, meaningful, and abundant life. So get out of your heads the image of the austere monk with a pencil and a table, okay? That's not what we're about. As much as I believe all these things today, I didn't always believe this. My life used to look really different than it does today. Kind of for starters, I always wanted to be a French major. Now, I think it's because my dad had been born in France and he lived there for a few years when he was a young boy. And we would speak French at the dinner table, and I loved the language. We called his parents grand-mère and grand-père. And then I was fortunate enough in high school to have an opportunity to go to Paris and spend a month with a family. And I was about 16 years old. Here I am, the Wayback Machine. So I lived with a family, and kind of looking back on it, I didn't realize it then, but looking back on it, I see now what really intrigued me about the French culture and the French lifestyle. So the living space was so uncluttered. It was small, but it was comfortable and clear and like intended for people and not things. And I noticed that the people, the family, they had very few clothes and they wore them over and over again. The kitchens, if you've had anybody been to France, the kitchens are tiny. They didn't have storage, like, pantries and, mega cabinets. So the mom would shop almost every day. She'd go to the cheese shop, the bakery, the butcher. And the food was really fresh, and it just, they didn't have to worry about storing it. And I also noticed that they walked a lot. Like, they had one car. The only time they used the car when I was there for a month is when they picked me up from the airport and when they took me back to the airport. So I was really intrigued, now that I look back, with like the simplicity, the efficiency, the sort of minimal aspect to it. And at the same time, it was a really full, rich, rewarding life that they led. So anyhow, I wanted to be the French major, right? But when it came time for college, everybody around me convinced me business would be much